Welcome to day 49. Happy Sunday. So we're going to start at the top of our mat. We're going to do our sun salutation B as our warm-up today. So we're going to take a big inhale. We're going to bring our butts down, our arms up, and find our chair position. We're going to exhale. We're going to bring our hands to our toes and straighten up those legs, forward fold. Inhale, hands to knees, flat back. We're going to come down to the floor with our hands. We're going to step back and we're going to find our high plank. From here, we're going to shift forward on an inhale. We're going to exhale, lower down, Chaturanga, tuck the elbows. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Come forward with that right foot. We're going to find our warrior one. Back down to earth with those hands. High plank again. Shift forward on an inhale. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, whatever you're feeling. Exhale, back to your downward dog. Bring forward the left foot. Warrior one. Reach those hands to the sky. Back down to earth with those hands. High plank. Shift forward on an inhale. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Awesome. In this downward dog, we take 3 to 5 rounds of breath and we move. We find movements that feel good within ourselves and we do our body scan. We pay attention to the sensations going on. We just feel inside and out. We move with the breath and enjoy the calm. Cool. Let's walk our feet back up between our hands. Hands to knees, flat back. Exhale, we fold forward. We're letting our head drop. On the next inhale, we're dropping that butt, bending the knees, taking our arms above head, and we have our chair position. Back to the start. And we're warm. Awesome. So let's do our hip flex, extend, rotate, and bend. So, bit different today. We're going to fully engage that core. We're going to slowly hinge at our hips, find our flat back. And we're going to come down further and we're taking our hands to where we can comfortably take them. So if you can take them on your knees, your shins, your feet, or the mat. We're nice and hinged at our hips. We're not bending and we're just going to bounce. So we're just going to bounce up and down. Nothing too full on. We're taking full control of the bounce. Seeing if you can get those hands that little bit further each time. And then coming to where we can and our our forward bend. Breathing, cool, calm, and controlled. And we're going to take a nice big inhale, take our hands above head. And then we're going to bring them back to our side. Now we're going to extend. We're going to bend our back. So we're going to take our arms up on an inhale. We're taking that back bend to where we can. And we're going to bring our hands back to our side on the exhale. Inhale, bend that back, take the gaze back. The feet are nice and grounded. And back on the exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, bring them back to the side. See if you can take it that little bit further. So inhale up, taking that back bend to where you can. Exhale, come back up. Let's go 2 more. Exhale, back up and nice. All right, again, engage that core. We're coming down, we're folding forward, we're hinging at our hips. We're aiming to get the chest to come down towards the shins. And we're going to bounce again to where you can comfortably take it, fully controlled. And fold to where you can. Awesome. Nice big inhale. Take those arms above head and we'll take our hips, and we're going to take our hands, place them on our hips, and we're just going to create nice circles. So we go one way, we're keeping our feet nice and grounded, and then we're going to take her the other way. Awesome. All right, take our arms above head. On an inhale, we're going to hug those ears. So we're going to bring our feet together, and we're going to exhale, side bend, inhale up. Exhale, side bend, and up. Let's go one more on each side. Inhale up, exhale, side bend. Awesome. Take our arms like so, and we are just gonna let them fly. Ragdolling it, our feet are nice and grounded, and we are just letting those arms fly. Awesome. Cool. Let's come down to our forearm side plank. And we're just doing our 5, so you can have your feet like so, stacked, or like so. You work out what works for you. So we're on our forearm there. We're going to just take 10 leg raises. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to let that hip drop, and we're going to take her to the other side. Forearm side plank. Take your feet to where you can comfortably hold yourself. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take her down. Take the hips down. We're going to come up to a high plank. We're going to find our half pigeon. So we're going to bring forward our right leg, taking that knee behind the right wrist, letting that back leg become nice and straight. That heel is under our hip, and we're taking our hands on the outer side of our mat. Taking a nice big inhale, coming up to our fingertips, opening the chest, and we exhale. We fold forward, we bring our head to our mat. Inhale, back up to the fingertips. Open the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Let's go 2 more. Open the chest. Exhale, fold forward. And again. Fold forward. And now we're coming up again, and we're going to come back to our high plank, and then we take it the other side. So left knee behind that left wrist, drop that back leg, point the toes, take the hands to the outer side of the mat. Big inhale, open the chest, fold forward. Inhale up, fold forward. Inhale up, fold forward, and last one. Inhale up and fold forward. Fabulous. All right, now we come up to our downward dog. So we find our downward dog. We take a few rounds of breath here. Breathe in deeply. Exhale fully. On that exhale, pull the chest towards the mat. Let those heels come to where they can on the mat. And take that butt up as high as you can. All right, we're going to lift up our right leg. We've got our 3-legged dog here. We're going to bring that right foot. We're going to bring our toes on top of that left heel. And we're going to pull down on that heel. Seeing if we can create that little bit more stretch in that left calf. Take a breath. And on the next inhale, we're going to come forward onto the tippy toes, and we're coming to like a high plank. And then you can choose to stay here and take a few rounds of breath. or you can come down and find your low plank. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Come back up, and we'll bring that leg back. And again, we're stretching that left leg, pulling that heel down to where we can. All right, and we're going to lift up that right leg again, bring it back down to earth. Take a big deep inhale. Exhale, pull that chest down. Now we lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Find your balance. Bring that left foot down on top of that right heel, and again we're pulling that heel down to where we can, creating that awesome stretch in that calf muscle on the right leg. All right, we're going to take a nice big inhale, come up to the tippy toes. We've got our high plank, and then from here you can choose to stay here and just take a few rounds of breath, or we come down, we tuck our elbows, low plank. 3, 2, 1, lift up, bring her back, and breathe. Lift that left leg and bring her back down to earth. Awesome. All right, let's drop our knees, find our tabletop. We've got our thread the needle, so we're going to go 5 on each side. So inhale deeply, take that left arm up, looking up with it. We're going to exhale, bring her through, and let that head and shoulder tap the mat. Inhale up, exhale, tap. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're doing 6. And 6, other side, right arm up. Inhale deeply, exhale, thread. Inhale up, exhale, thread. So we got 3, 4, 5. One more, last one. Awesome. And then we find our back on our mat, and we're going to find our bridge pose, taking the feet, placing them on our mat, hands next to us, and we're just going to do our bridge flow like we do every Sunday. We're going to take a nice big inhale, raise that butt, raise the arms, and we're taking the hips up as far as we can. That is our inhale. We exhale. We bring our arms back down and our butts. Let's go for 10. So we got 2, 3, 4. I want you to really push your hips up. I forget what we're on. Let's go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more, and we're going to hold the last one. We're going to hold the pose, but we are not holding our breath. Big inhale, lifting those hips as high as you can, and we are taking a few rounds of breath. Cool, calm, and controlled. And then on our next exhale, we're going to slowly come back down to earth. And we're going to take our legs out, let them straighten up, take our arms at our side, face our palms up, and we find our Savasana, our final pose, our corpse pose. And I will leave you here. Namaste. See you tomorrow for day 50. Kudos to anyone giving this a go. Rock on.